The iFi Hip DAC has quickly become one of my personal favorite pieces of audio tech when I want to enjoy my music on the go. Packing some excellent features, awesome sound quality, decent battery life, all in a slim package. Now, if you're interested in checking this out for yourself, check out the links that I'm going to leave in the description box right down below. And while you're down there, you can also check out the full disclosure if you have any questions or concerns about the way that I receive or review any of the products on this channel. So first, some basic specs. It comes with a 2200 milliamp battery that gives it what they're claiming an 8-hour battery life. Now, in my own personal testing, I managed to pull 5 hours and 26 minutes, and that was right around 50 to 60% volume. So with that said, battery life will inherently vary based on the types of headphones that you're using, whether you're on high or low gain, whether you're using the extra boost, and the volume level that you're listening at. So I've seen some people say that they're not getting any more than 3 or 4 hours out of this. And I've seen some people say that they're getting upwards of 7 hours. So it really just depends on your own listening habits. So just to be clear, user experience will inevitably vary when it comes to that battery life. Now, as far as outputs are concerned, these are featuring a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack along with a 4.4 balanced output. Wasn't expecting that, but here we are. As far as inputs, you've got a USB-C for charging and you've got an USB-A, and this is what allows you to connect to your computer, to your phone, or whatever device of your choice. And then last but not least, it also has the ability to decode MQA. So if you're like me and you like to listen to your music through Tidal or through Amazon Music, you've got that covered. So first up, let's talk about the size. So let's get in a little bit closer here. So as you can see here, I've got the iFi Hip DAC right here with my Galaxy S21 Plus. So check that out. Just to give you a little bit of context there, that's about how big this is, just for scale. Now I can throw a rubber band right around this. I have the cable that comes out of the bottom and pops into the USB-C port, and I've got my audio solution ready to go. And then as you can see here, we've got this nice cool metal finish to it, iFi branding right here on the front. And when we flip it over, you're gonna see Hip DAC right down here on the bottom. And then we've got a layout here of exactly what's going on with the output. So you've got your regular 3.5, you've got your balanced 4.4, the power/volume dial, and then you've got the extra bass and the power switch. And the power switch is basically your high and low gain modes. As you can see here, it is not super thick. So you can see the headphone jacks right here, so you can kind of get an idea of exactly how thick this device is. After that, it's going to be really the tactility of it. So like I said, it has a nice kind of a textured kind of a finish to it, but the buttons here are very easy to find. You can feel that one is bigger than the other very easily, so you know which one's your extra bass and which one is your power switch. Then you have the on and off. Makes that nice satisfying click when you turn it on and off, and you can feel very easily when you're turning the volume up and when you're going down on the volume level. So overall, really nice for fit and finish and the overall size and feel. So next, let's get into a little bit of performance. First up, it's going to be the power. So the iFi Hip DAC packs more than enough power to drive any of the headphones or in-ear monitors in my personal collection. Now, like I said, I'm not some hardcore audiophile. I don't have every hard to drive headphone on the market, but I've got a few notables here that are my personal favorites for my listening pleasure. So I have my HiFiMan HE400i planar magnetics. I've also got my Sennheiser HD6XX and my Fostex TR-X00. So those are my 3 favorite headphones, 2 open backs, 1 closed back, and those are the headphones that I mainly use with my iFi Hip DAC. So far, it's got no problems powering them. Obviously, with the planar magnetics and with the Sennheisers, I have to put it into the high gain mode, but still not an issue. Now, with my in-ear monitors of choice, obviously I'm running something like this here with the Moondrop K-XXX. Got some SpinFit tips on there. You got to use those SpinFit tips, man. And I'm also running an upgraded Tripoen cable with a 4.4 balanced. So this setup here is awesome. Let me just throw that out there really quick. That combination, amazing. Just absolutely amazing. If you're interested, I'm going to leave links to all of that down in the description. But overall, it can power anything that I throw at it. Now next, it's going to be the sound quality. Now this is using a Burr Brown chipset, and that's what's going to give it this more relaxed, warm type of sound. It isn't overly colored, but it isn't going to be exactly as transparent as, say, my THX amplifier. It's not going to be anything like that. But the coloration is slight, but I really do like it. It gives it that warmness that I personally am looking for. Now, that is a personal preference thing for your boy El Jefe. So, if you're not into that kind of thing, then you might have to look elsewhere. But if you want a little more richness and a little more life in your sound, then this is going to be really good for you. Especially if you're into listening to live recordings, if you like listening to live rock bands or Latin music or anything that has a lot of instrumentation, it's really going to come to life with this. And then last but not least is going to be the extra bass feature. And this is like a drug, right? So my homie Zeos from Z Reviews said it best in his review that I watched a while back, was that it was like crack or like some sort of a drug where when you turn it off, you just want more. You're just craving more of that extra bass. Now, to be clear, it isn't just like boosting the bass and then making everything muddy. It's adding a bit more bass, but it's also adding something to the entire frequency range, because overall the sound just improves. It becomes more full. It becomes more lively, and it just really fills up the audio. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, what kind of magic or voodoo iFi's done to this, but I absolutely love it. When I turn that button off, I'm like, I want it back. So it's not perfect for every scenario. If you listen to like hip hop or anything that has like already a lot of bass, then I don't recommend it. But if you're listening to instrumentation, if you're listening to classical, if you're listening to rock music or Latin music or anything of that nature, you're really going to enjoy having that extra bit of warmth. I know at least I do. Now, let's talk about some of the drawbacks that I have with this thing. So like I said, battery life can definitely vary. I know when I'm running it in its high gain mode at a higher volume level, that it will definitely drain that battery faster. That's one. Secondly, the fact that you can't run it with just one cable. And by that, I mean where if I have it connected to my laptop or to my PC, it's only going to pull audio, but it's going to run off of its own internal battery. So if I want to run it with a stable power source, I have to run a second USB-C cable to it. So that kind of sucks, at least in my opinion. It'd be kind of cool if I could have just a one cable setup for it. Sadly, that's not the case, but I mean, it is what it is. But aside from those two things, overall, I am truly enjoying this. I like to listen to my music with Tidal and with Amazon Music, and this can take full advantage of those MQA files. So overall, I am really, truly enjoying the iFi HipDAC. If you're interested in getting a mobile solution that's really going to take your audio listening to the next level, then this is something that you definitely do not want to miss. Now, if you're interested in checking out some of the other options that I have for hi-fi and audio grade listening, check out the videos that I'm going to leave right up here on the screen. With that said, I'm out of here. Peace.